This is a really old Trelock. I believe it's a German company. This is from Leif in Sweden. He sent me a few of these old locks, wanted me to try to see if we could get them picked. It looks a little bit complicated here, but I believe that this is a warded lock. So the first thing you want to grab, of course, with a warded lock are one of these basically master keys for warded locks. And so I grabbed it, and it's pretty wide keyway, so I grabbed the fat one, and I stuck it in there fully expecting an open, and I get nothing. And the reason is, and I haven't taken this key up, I don't even know if this lock works, but in just eyeballing this thing with my M1A1 eyeball, I can see that this is quite a long key, and my master key doesn't quite go in there far enough. So, to answer Leif's question, we're going to have to probably make something. So, how are we going to do that? Pretty easy. I have bought a bunch of these feeler gauges off of eBay. They're like $3 for a complete set. I don't use them for feeler gauges because I don't trust them, but they have a wide variety of thicknesses, and I'm just going to grab the thick one. I think that's 40, at least it's supposed to be 40 thousandths, and it's the thickest one on there, and it's probably not quite as thick as the key, but it's as close as we're going to get. All right, what I'm going to do is just take these apart, and I use these all the time. That way, if I make a mistake, I'm not too heavily invested. And what I'm going to do is make basically this key, but as long as this. So basically going to have probably one, maybe even two actuators, and then a central shaft exactly like our key. I'm just going to make it a little bit longer, and let's see if we can get this thing to work. All right, guys, what I thought was going to be a 10-minute exercise turned into an almost all-day adventure, trying to figure out how to beat this little Trelock. Let's first start from the beginning. I thought I would just just make a copy of this, just longer. And I did that. But when I slid that in there, nothing. It's all the way to the back, and I got absolutely nothing. So I thought, well, maybe if I can find some place to tension that, maybe if I got a wire, maybe it's not just a release on the back somehow, it's, another somewhere else. So I got this thing wedged in there, and I held it with one hand. I made this wire, got him in there, tried to manipulate, and I got nothing at all. I thought, well, maybe I broke the lock. So I took the key again, stuck him in there to double check, and I noticed right here, there's a little bit of a springy plunging action. So I thought this little Trelock's got some kind of secret. So I had to cheat. Got out the lock cam. So let's go inside, take a look, and I'll show you what I figured out. Let's get this guy lined. All right, first of all, let's start up here in the very front. That big rusty thing you see on the side, that is the warding. So it's a punched warding, and they just stuck it in there, and it extends all the way down the left side, just like you see there. And then in the very back, you can see the plunger. Let me get this straight. So there's some kind of, it looks like a rubber gasket, and in the center is a plunger. So that aligns with the tip of the key. And then what got me was that hook on the right. But then I realized, again, slightly different angle. Let's see if I can zoom in a little bit. That also is a piece of the warding. I thought it was some kind of spring-loaded actuator. But in looking at it with the lock cam, I see that it's really just a piece of warding, but on the right side. So I decided to kind of focus on the tip down there. So I needed to work on the tip. So back to the drawing board, and I made this guy. It's exactly the same thing as the other one, except I just ground a little round tip on him. So let's take him and slide him in there. I actually went to the trouble to grind off this side in anticipation of having to get a wire in there and either work along the top to move some actuators or on the bottom. So I kind of planned ahead, but as it turns out, I don't think I needed to. So slide him in there. Got to get him aligned, and you can see now we got that spring action there. And then when we turn it, we get an open. So again, let's lock him back up. If I can get him plunged in there. Come on. All the way down. Come on. Come on, baby. I'll need 3 hands to hold that down in place so we can get the key out. Okay, it is locked. All right, all the way in. Find the plunger. Push him in. and turn it, and we get an open. So, yeah, if you don't know how a lock works, and I didn't, sometimes it takes just a little bit long, or I thought I did, then I thought I didn't, then I thought I might again. So anyway, there's what you go. There's what you got. All day effort to open up a little bitty Trelock 80 or 90, maybe even 100-year-old bike lock. Sometimes they can throw you a curveball, and this one certainly did. Anyway, I appreciate your time. Stay safe, stay legal, safe. Thank you for a day's worth of entertainment during this coronavirus lockdown. It gave me something to do. Thanks, guys.